3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Lucky 56. Gone. Detroit.
On first down, Knight. The left side completion to Jones. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get...
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. T.J. Watt in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here's Jordan Berry now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Blackwell. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knight. And Jones has it over the middle. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing on first down. Knight. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw on second down. Knight. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Heinz Field has always been a tough place for field goal kickers. It's just a very heavy sod. Plus, you've got an open end of the field with wind coming off the Allegheny. And sure enough, he kind of chunks this one, and it's no good.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Looking to throw. Blackwell. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Gone!
To throw again. Blackwell. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Frazier. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, Blackwell. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Here we go now.
On 1st and 10, Blackwell. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
All right, here we go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Blackwell. This is Bell on the dump off. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bengals getting set to go. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knight dumps it off to Nixon. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Off the play fake. Knight. Dancing to his left. Going deep for Eifert. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they have little chance of winning this one.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. This is caught at the 20. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Gun!
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. After the penalty, it's Bell. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help the team very much.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Operating from the gun. Blackwell. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Lambo will put this one through, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. To Mixon on the check down, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Lucky 56.
From the gun, Knight. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. He'll field this at the 5. Fights loose. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And the Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Blackwell. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So 1:55 to go in the 1st half. Back with more after this. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
To throw on 2nd down. Knight escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That good for 19 at a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on third down, Knight, and Eifert has it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Eifert, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are in for 6. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Steelers. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Off play action. Blackwell. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. Off the play fake. Blackwell. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it, taken right around the 44. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Off play action. Blackwell. Flush to his right. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Blackwell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Willis in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
What friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit, Detroit.
Again, it's Mixon. And an alley to run. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. 93 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. T.J. Watt in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. You know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. Blackwell being chased out left. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know. I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Blackwell. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. Down to about the 22 here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
On 1st down, Blackwell. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jordan Willis in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on 2nd down. Blackwell. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carl Lawson in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Operating from the gun, Blackwell. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's caught. And he's brought down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. Josh Lambo now for the point after. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Knight. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Off the play fake. Blackwell, he's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Blackwell, the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. And the Steelers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Looking to throw. Blackwell. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Take it at the 37. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Gun.
Once again, they run with Mixon. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knight. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night. And whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And only able to muster a couple, down to about the 27. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Operating from the gun. Blackwell. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Open man. Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Detroit!
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. He's back to throw. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Knight. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Point after, right down the middle. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the young men. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the Bengals, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get